TikTok. I know y'all be getting like this little bland little section of the show, man. But you got to go over to the YouTube, man. Yeah. You heard me? We got to hire Pops, man, but he expensive, man. So we need y'all to send at least $1, $2. Yeah, man.
Bigger breasto.
He said he needs some help.
A bigger breasto. Grande chichis, wait.
Pops said, Cameron, you ain't say
Grande chichis, wait.
to get him in trouble, but he do need an assistant. Is what he's implying,
Grande chichis.
and preferably to have
Yeah, grande.
nice body up top and down at the bottom. See, so then my disdain, still of the body of what I was talking about is not permitted. But
Oh, no, it was. We was just trying to get an idea for it.
oh, okay.
Man.
Okay.
So we live and direct.
We live and direct. We on YouTube's too.
Yeah, but
All right, TikTok. Make sure y'all go over that YouTube, man. Durka Durka podcast on YouTube, man, or y'all can go over that Facebook on Daryl Mitchell, man.
give him some La Musica.
Run it all the way up, man. It's up, but Mary Marie.
Got something special for y'all today, man.
Yeah, special bled.
Yeah, we're gonna be going over some information.
Shout out to Mary Marie, local talent up in here. Get my soul pop. Oh, I need you to. I need a mic check. Gotta use you one time.
Yeah, you gotta use words.
Hello.
Yep.
Use your words.
I'm froze on Facebook. Let me see. Hold up.
You frozen.
Froze. Yeah. I'm mine. I'm mine. There we go.
Nice.
Huh?
I see the screen moving, so it don't look like it did. Welcome back. What's up? I know y'all missed us last week.
Most definitely, man. You know, we missed y'all too.
Yeah, man.
Y'all family too, but, you know, the immediate ones needed us.
Yeah, man.
So you got to make that call whenever your family needs you, man.
That's it, man.
No matter what it is, man. Like we do this for our memories, for ourselves, and for y'all a little bit.
Hey, go ahead and give him that thunderclap, man. We're going to have to introduce our boy real quick.
All right.
You are now tuned in to another live show of the Durka Durka podcast.
Welcome back, y'all.
Man, via the YouTube Durka Durka podcast page. Go ahead and go over there, man. Click like, subscribe. We need all the damn comments. We live on Facebook, Daryl Mitchell. Go on over there. Please leave some comments. We love that shit too. DM corrections on Instagram. And then, of course, you can't forget about the motherfucking infamous Big Go Live Dirty D85.
In the building.
DDC4L OKC over here. Man, y'all tap on in, man. We got a good one for you today. Man, we're gonna bring our brother on, man, to discuss what everybody should be discussing is these life insurance policies and, you know, getting your affairs in order just in case, you know, some untimely thing happens. You gotta leave your loved ones, man. You don't want to just leave them on stuck. But before we start the show, we gotta start the show like we start every show.
Let's go.
No tonight. No tonight. So let me get a RIP to the Kiki.
RIP to Kiki.
RIP to the Tomcat.
RIP to Tomcat.
RIP to the Marky D.
RIP to Marky D.
RIP to the Scooter Boot.
RIP to our brother Scooter.
And we have to add our brother Anthony Ward to the list.
RIP to our brother Tony.
Anthony Ward, man, that's our brother Tony.
Tone done it again.
Yeah. Huh?
What happened?
And we didn't talked about this like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
Wait, who are you
Pops.
talking about?
Hey, Tony.
Pops.
Tony. Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know his full name. Okay.
Yeah, Anthony
All right,
Ward,
sorry.
man. So had to add him to the list and
Okay, something is going on.
miss our brother, man. So had to go ahead and add him to the list of RIPs. But man, we're gonna represent, man. No, we're gonna represent. What's going on, little man? What's wrong? Sit
Uh,
there.
Trying to get my Facebook together.
Oh, okay.
Somebody need to comment so I can see if it's messed up or not.
What was it doing? Is it froze or what?
Yeah,
I can see the screens moving on your shit. I don't know.
I can't. It ain't showing like it usually show me something up here and here.
Oh,
But let's go, man. Hey, we ain't gonna stop it because of that.
yeah. I was about to say the video look like it's
the
moving.
video's still moving. I'm just trying to see if there we go, double. Good looking, man.
Yeah. All right. So you can see doubles.
No, I just seen it come across my other phone. I can't
Oh.
see it on here. That's why I was trying to see.
Roger that. Yeah, but we're gonna be talking with our brother, man. We grew up with this brother. I'm talking about, man. We used to hoop and used to have the car lights on, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, we done been through thick and thin with this man, and he done, he's a grown ass man. He handling his business out here, man. And we're gonna be talking to him today about life insurance policies. And man, I just had to say, man, with everything that's going on in the Oklahoma City area right now, man, it is not gangster. What the fuck y'all out here doing, man? Y'all out here, doing shit that we was doing back in the '90s, and you know what I'm saying, and trying to keep that shit going now. Man, what's gangster is getting your affairs in order. What's gangster is getting these life insurance policies, man, making sure that somebody got something to help bury your ass. What's gangster is leaving something for your babies. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you can. I mean, it's next to nothing. We out here buying Jordans. We out here buying all this other shit for $200 a lick. I'm telling you right now, I got all my children covered, and I got myself covered, and I spend under $200 a month. So there's no excuses why you shouldn't be having some kind of life insurance policy in order. You know what I'm saying? Just in case your untimely death, and they got to figure out a way to bury your ass. So we bringing on our brother Kerwin James. He is going basically break down the do's, the don'ts, the ins, the outs of the life insurance policies situations, and what you should be doing to get your affairs in order. Pop, we got that link set up for him.
Yep, you want me to start?
Yeah, you can go ahead and start it. He said he's gonna sign on at 5:15. So
Okay, so the only thing is I can't see
Okay, I started.
can't see none of my Facebook notices over here.
yeah, but we're gonna
For
go
some
ahead and
reason.
start them up.
But we're gonna get our peoples up in here.
Yeah, man. So without further ado, you want to give him a thunderclap? Oh, man, I don't know when he coming in, but there you go right there, man. My brother Kerwin James,
We
man.
got Kerwin in the building, y'all.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, my brother. What's going on, fam bam?
Oh, shoot, nothing much.
Man, we finally got you on the show, my guy.
Craig in the building, y'all.
Man, shoot, Clarence. And I be going up to True Sky, man.
Y'all, you be
Brother
seeing
was
my
like,
brother
man,
up there?
reach out to him. And
Yeah.
you reached out to Yeah. I be
Yeah.
seeing him up there at the True Sky.
Well, man, it's so crazy because my
Mhm.
brother ain't told me nothing about none of these interactions. I just had you on the brain because I was like, this was gonna be one of the topics of the show. Lil Man was talking about, getting his affairs in order or whatever, and how he, wanted more information on it. And I was like, man, I was already seeing you do your thing, man. You was out there, advertising, letting people know that they need to get their affairs in order, and about life insurance policies. And I just had you in the brain. I was like, man, let me reach out to my brother one time for the one time.
One time for the one
You
time.
hear me, man? Let me go
One
ahead
more
and,
time for you.
introduce
Man,
him.
I see. Well, I'm Kerwin James II. And so, I specialize in the life insurance, getting people's policies correct in order. So I really got into it because, I had my policies since I was in my 20s. And
Nice,
so,
nice, nice.
I didn't really understand it. I had it, but I didn't understand it. So,
Right.
the people that I work with through Legacy Army Financial, I reached out to his name is Mark, and I knew he wasn't going to sit down with me and just answer all these questions I had. So, he answered a few questions, but then overall, then I started to I said, well, he sent me a video. And it was like, man, maybe you might be able to do this because you asked certain questions that seemed like you could do this.
Right.
And so, he got me there, and I was like, oh, okay. Let me look at this opportunity.
That's
And then
dope.
therefore I could, make sure people are right and just not try to throw them something. Because a lot of us we have problems with trust.
Right.
Not the trust policy, but
But
actual
trust, yeah,
trust.
trust
We
itself.
have a
Yeah.
problem with that.
That's
Right.
funny.
And so, I figured, shoot, since I'm like the type of person I am, shoot, I let them know what's up and they wouldn't even have to worry about nothing. And if I couldn't answer it, I got a whole team that's been doing it longer than I have, and they could answer it. So we work as a team, and it's a whole thing. So really, that's my introduction into this life insurance thing.
Yeah, man. So for those that's watching, and I mean, man, we're just gonna start out with the basics, the basic necessities. So can you break down what is a life insurance policy for those that don't know?
All right, so breaking it down from just the simplest, plainest, life insurance is a contract between you and a life insurance company. You
Right.
pay a monthly or annual premium, and in return, the company promises to pay you a lump sum, what they call that death benefit,
Right.
to your beneficiaries. So, what a beneficiary is that person that when you are signing up for a life insurance policy, that beneficiary is that person that you're going to leave it to.
Right.
And so, usually, you want your beneficiary to be over 18 years of age.
Gotcha.
Because if not, what happens is who's ever the guardian of that child, let's say somebody passed before their child turned 18. Well, who's ever the guardian of that child, they're the ones that's going to have access to the money.
Right.
So I don't know how trustworthy some people are. Maybe that's cool, maybe it's not. But when you start involved in money, people start acting a certain way.
You know it. You know it. Yeah, I'm about to say, and man, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. That they need to be over 18 because that was gonna be one of my questions too. But can you tell them like what is the? I mean, that's it's pretty like plain and simple. But what's the importance of obtaining one? You know what I mean? Like most people don't even think about life insurance policies until it's too late. They start to get older. Like can you break down for like the younger generation? Like man, what's the importance of getting a life insurance policy like right now?
Well, really, with all generations, because I get certain people who are in their 60s needing life insurance.
Right.
And so one of the things is that the younger you are, the cheaper it is.
Gotcha.
So if you wait until like you're up in age, man, you're gonna be paying a lot. Or if so like let's say a 20-year-old gets a $500,000 policy.
Right.
Like that policy would be about 50 to $60. But
Gotcha.
if you waited until you was like 50 or 60, now you're gonna be paying 290, 200, $300.
Good lord.
So that's one thing. It's like people think that I'm healthy. I really don't need that. But overall, you might need to get on that.
Yeah.
And then
Sooner
some
than
people
later.
say, yeah, some people say my job gives me life insurance, so I'm good. But most people don't understand how their life insurance works on their job and whether they can take it with them. Because some jobs allow you to take it with you. But like for an example, through my job, the highest I could go was 80,000. And then once I retire or quit, I no longer have that insurance. So
Oh
now if I
wow.
was only looking out for that insurance, then now I'm older. So now I'm gonna be paying more. It's really because everybody the budget is always the number one thing.
Right. Wow.
And so, you know, that's why I tell people what you waiting for.
Yeah.
Now you're
So
gonna have to find value
yeah.
in it to do it though. But also, you can't wait on somebody to, we got to get to our education as far as reading, as far as YouTube University,
Right.
and then reaching out to the proper resources.
So you mentioned that you don't want to wait until you get older, but I had a question about that. What are the chances of being turned down? Like, is there an age limit or health reasons why you might get shut down? I had this dude that I work with, and he was talking about his wife, was aiming towards getting towards some life insurance, and it was something that was going on with her to where they wouldn't offer it to her. Like, can you break that down to where you might get shot down? You know what I'm saying? Like if you wait later on in life versus,
Well,
go ahead and getting it right now while you're younger.
yeah, the health concerns are a lot. Because I had like the elder gentleman that I was telling you about, he was cool with paying it though. He couldn't find nothing less than 250 per month. But what happened with him was they look at your medical records and they determine a lot of the underwriting based off of like surgeries, high cholesterol, all those different types of things that could be going on with your body health wise. And sometimes even if you're a smoker, they take a look at that as well. Because and they
What do they do?
depending
They
on
just
what
look at your
policy
lungs
you
or
get.
whatnot. What do they? I mean, how do they determine all of that? Like, you got to go through a physical or something.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Wow.
Physical, they take your blood work, piss samples. Just depend on the policy and the company. They would do all three if possible. But there are some instant policies that you wouldn't need all that with. Those may be just a tad bit more expensive, but once you fill out all your paperwork and it's not no real big problems, at least they'll probably do that is make a phone call and ask you, okay, what about this? What happened with this surgery or that surgery? And so most of those are like those get instantly approved on some of those policies, depending.
Got you. Got you. And now, I was looking now. Can you break down the difference between a whole and a term insurance policy? Like, and can you also talk about the borrowing power too? Because I just recently had to do that with my policies. There's cash value or living benefits. And these
Mhm.
whole or universal insurances. Can you kind of talk about that? For those that don't know about that as well. Like, what's the difference between a
All right,
term and a
so
whole?
you say what?
What's the difference between a term and a whole?
Okay. Well, just starting with the term. So, term within itself, the president has their term, temporary term.
Gotcha.
So, if you got a policy or if you got a policy that was like a 30-year policy, let's say you got a $500,000 30-year policy. Well, let's say you got it at 20. Well, at 20, you pay it what about $60. So you go through all that time. It's basically how the best way I can explain a term policy is you're renting a policy.
Mm,
Basically, like when you're renting a house, I mean it's yours. You get all the benefits, but it's still going to end sooner or later. And
gotcha.
so with that term policy, it's the most affordable. It's the most affordable. So a lot of people that's why they get it. If you die during that time, so in within those 30 years, then you get your beneficiary gets paid. So if not, the policy expires and no money is paid out. So it's really great for families or anyone needing high coverage for a low cost. Now, most
Ooh.
people they don't really like that part because, like, dang, I'm paying into this policy, but at the end of the day, if I outlive my policy, I get nothing. And
Wow.
then if I try to get insurance after, then I'm paying more. But another way you could do is layer your policies. You can get like a term in your policy and then like maybe 10 years later get another one. Or term policies are convertible. And what that means, you can convert it into a whole life or a IUL, any of those permanent policies.
Got you.
It's depending on which company you go with as well.
Wow.
So you can get that term and then you can convert it into a permanent. Permanent policies are basically the whole life, the IULs, the VULs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, cause man, I'm glad you told me that, cause I'm sitting there like I got holes on all three of my children, but
Mhm.
on myself it's just a term. I'm like, well, damn, maybe I need to go ahead and convert my cell phone over to that hole too.
You need to convert.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I need to
you
convert.
check with them.
I'm thinking I'm good, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, I need to. I'm learning something right now, so I'm like, maybe I need to go ahead and convert that on over to the hole as well. Oh yeah, to my next
Only,
one. Yeah, go
but
ahead, bro.
before you, the only thing to that though, it will convert it at your age you are now. So
Right.
whatever how much your term is, it's gonna be in the hundreds depending on how much you have. So whole life IULs they're a little bit more expensive. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so the other thing about term two though, one of the benefits, critical, chronic, terminal illness, they come with living benefits. So
Gotcha.
what that means is if you have any of those problems, man, you can't do bathe or any of those, and you can provide like a doctor's note or whatever. They will give you access to the death benefit to help you cover medical bills or if you like can't work or something for that period of time. But you still got to work with these companies with that one, but that's
Right.
still the option available really on all of them, whole or term.
Got you. Got you. Now I'm about to say. Now I know you was talking about like wills and trust and things of that nature. But does your will work out how and when the beneficiary can what they do with the funds and after your passing? Like how does all of that work within each other? Like the wills, the trust, and then the life insurance policies, or is that totally something separate? And
But they both pretty much work out the same as far as the wills.
right.
I mean,
It's
you
the same as a trust.
who you want, it's not the same, but they operate similar. So it'll let you break it down on how you are going to distribute your assets, breaks down like your beneficiaries. But the only thing, the difference between what people with trust and wills. So trust, you can avoid probate. And so all probate is it's the court what supervised process of setting a person's estate when they pass away. So in a will, they can somebody can contest your will. They say, "Oh man, he owe me money."
Oh
So
wow.
now it's in probate. So now they got to do all that because a trust probate. I mean, a will they can probate a will for years if need be. Like you could be in probate for 5 to 7 years or even longer.
Damn.
And so it's just people they don't want a chance giving their estate to the state. They normally go with a trust because a trust you could, and then you don't even know who owns what in the trust. So a
And
trust
too,
is
I ne-
all. You say what?
go, well, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, tell me your question.
No, I was just gonna say that everybody kind of was like learned to think that the will was the first way to go.
Right.
So then nobody trust came around like a little bit after that. So now everybody's kind of thinking like this is some new information like that might not be like that's something that they can trustworthy even though it's a trust.
Right.
That's what's crazy. But what we
Yeah.
finding out is the trust is really where everything is really to go because what you saying is too is like you wouldn't have to get into those petty arguments with your family. They wouldn't be able to
Right.
come back. You would just alleviate a lot of the distress,
Right.
after death.
Yeah. You can set up. All right. So this child gets this, or if it's like a child that's younger than 18 or something. All right. Once they turn 18 or they complete college, they can get this sum of money. Because it's everything is all good with the next generation receiving money or assets, but they got to be able to know what to do with them or how to handle money so they won't just blow through it and now we back to square root one. That's
You're
why they say in the black community the wealth lasts for about a generation
yeah.
because it's like money principles within inside all this.
Yeah,
Right.
because they be ready to spin it up like it's
Yeah.
burning their pockets like what the
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
elders
that's
used to
that's
say.
why I kind of got it in my in my clause that they're not gonna get they money till like they 30, you know what I'm saying, or somewhere around
Mhm.
that age, because I don't want them getting that money like whenever they 20 years old, man. They just running through
Right.
it and just going crazy, like man, you get a little maturity behind that, and then you know exactly like what life is all about before you start receiving those funds and start deciding like what's the best way to move with the money. You know what I mean? And it kind of gives them an idea, like, man, you don't want to just have to go right back to square one, and this is what dad has basically just laid his life down for. And,
Mhm.
I mean, man,
Nothing to show for it.
right, and you ain't got nothing to show for it. Is it best to invest in a child's life insurance policies for lower rates? Like, whenever they like real
Oh
young?
yeah. The younger you start, man, the earliest you can get an insurance policy on a child is 14 days.
14
Oh,
days.
so damn, a couple weeks after the wound, you can go ahead and do it. So
Yeah.
this the information that they've been talking about that them folks been holding from us.
That's it.
Yeah. So if
Man.
you get that, just look at that, 14 days. So let's say it grows 18 years just on off just 18 years. That's a lot of time for it to compound because you know in these policies compound interest
Right.
on these on the premium that you put in.
Hey,
Part of
break
your
that down
premium
for him real quick,
goes
though, Kerwin. Break that down for him. What's compound interest like for the ones that don't know? Just like what can you break that terminology down for him real quick? Like what does that mean?
that's basically interest making money on top of the interest. So like, okay, you get the interest from whatever principal you had, bam. Now you get that interest and it goes from what you just earned and it just keeps growing and growing, compounding, growing.
Mm,
That's
wow.
pretty much to break it down simple. So you got that
like
principal,
bricks.
you made that money. Now that same interest that you had is gonna make that money that or go off of what you made plus that principal. So you kind of got the two going in the growing at the same time.
Wow, bro. Wow. And man, while we on that topic, can you kind of I mean, it ain't got to be exact numbers, but like what's the difference between getting it at 14 days like you said versus like getting it when they 16? Like what would be the difference between, that price of where it was whenever they was 14 days versus like 14 years old, you know what I mean?
Well, I could give you numbers based off maybe let's say an IUL. So let's say you got an IUL that maybe you put $100 in,
Right.
and so what that'll do is you keep putting that in year after year or month after month. Let me see if I could actually pull one of these up
Yeah, take your
because I
time, do your
know
thing.
I done sent a couple out.
Is there a minimum or a maximum cover people should get?
Well, you should put at the least, if especially a child, $100 to $200, and if you're grown, like at our age, you should be putting like 250 and above in. It's really not. You can't put a little in and really expect a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really looked at as a super savings. It's not really. It's not going to take a place of like you investing in the stock market because it is based off an index, but it's not directly tied to the stock market. And one good thing about those is that it doesn't lose. You see, in a whole life or IUL. So you know how the market crashes has been doing really.
Yeah.
Yep.
That a person with these type of policies wouldn't have to worry about losing their principal. They
Wow.
keep on gaining. So let's say, but see, it's not guaranteed. IULs are not guaranteed. So you could get 6 to 8% in the IUL, but it's not guaranteed. So if the stock market crashed within that year and you got nothing, you're going to get nothing, but you're not going to lose nothing either.
Gotcha.
So basically, that's the good thing. Now, for a whole life, those are guaranteed 3 to 4% annually. And with that is you also have a chance to get dividends within there as well in the whole life. So there's more guarantees with whole life than IULs.
And the
And then you
dividends
could borrow from
is
both
just
of them.
basic.
You say, well,
The dividends just basically like some payouts throughout the year.
mm-hmm. So yeah, and then you can borrow from them, but whole life you're gonna have at least like how I did with mine because I was building a house, and so really you want to borrow for money making things, or if it's just like an emergency. And so like how I borrowed $4,000 outside of my whole life.
Right.
But on my policy, I still have to pay that 5% back. Like I don't have to, but it's gonna lapse. And that's another thing with a lot of people. They let their policies lapse, meaning they stop making the payment and the insurance policy is no longer, or they say, I forgot. That's another thing that
Ooh,
happens
I
as well.
forgot. I
And
forgot.
so basically you just wasted. It's like you wasted if you do that. So you got to know your budget. You got to know all these things. I can't find one of these policies. Like if you want to know specific numbers, you have to schedule a meeting. I can't pull it up at this point in time without taking all day.
It's all good, bro.
But
It's all good. But man, you breaking down some serious knowledge.
But
For those that's out there with their pen and pad right now, paying
yeah.
attention, you hear me? I got our brother Double. He's in the building right now. He over here with the pen and pad, and I see it working over here. So I'm like, getting some serious knowledge going there right now. Yeah, they over here paying
let's
attention,
say
man.
though, if you started from 0 to 18, you'll have multiple thousands. Like you'll have about maybe 50 or over, depending on the type. of what you put the indexes in,
Right.
and then it also depends on how much you funded. Because with IULs, you want to max fund it, meaning like let's say you paying $200 in. What you want to do though, if you want to go to the max, to what you can put it in without letting it mech. So let's say $200, you probably could put $400 without letting it mech.
Right.
And so what that means is when it mechs, that means that you lose all your tax advantages if you make it. And so if you make it, now you lose all the tax treatment. So now anything that grows is going to be taxable income. It's going to be treated like a regular investment account.
Got you.
So that's the whole point of these is that you don't pay taxes on it as it grows. And then when you take a loan out from these, it's tax free. And the other thing is you don't have to worry about credit checks and none of that. It's in your hands. You own the policy. So you are able to borrow from it without waiting.
What's the interest
Like,
fees look
sometimes
like?
with the banks, they be like, all right, I need your past W-2s. We need to check your credit score, need all that. But if you don't let your policy build up month after month, because it takes time. This ain't no get rich quick, like bam, you put in it. If you want to see it, you gotta be able to have patience and discipline in order to watch it grow over time.
Damn. Now, what's your question, real quick, little man?
What's the interest fees look like on let's just say like because a lot of people throw out the $1 million policy.
Hmm.
What do the interest fees look like on that? Like paying like what you paying and
Well, it depends. So if you got $1 million term policy, there is no fees. But now if you got $1 million whole life policy, the only fee is the fee that's within the policy. Like mine personally is like 5% for myself. So I'm like not paying the bank. I'm paying myself back.
Got
You
you.
see what I'm saying? And so therefore, if you let's say you didn't want to pay it back all the way, all you would have to do is just pay that 5%. You wouldn't necessarily have to pay the whole thing back if you did not want to.
so you
And
basically
so
get
it's like it just depends. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of moving parts. Not one policy is the same. Not one person is the same. I would always tell people like, what do you want it to do? Like, are you after cash value? Are you after like borrowing from it for business purposes, or do you just want it there for retirement purposes or
Right.
emergency purposes? You know what I'm saying? You have to have a clear sense of, all right, what do I want it to do, or am I just getting it just to get it? Because if you just get it to get it, it's like you won't know what to expect, and you might not be happy with it. And then you'll be complaining like, "Hey, why I get this policy? Or why you put me in this policy?" Well, what you want?
Yeah. What do you
You
What you
know, you
want?
got to understand the type of debt you have before you even get into any of these policies. Like, how much debt do you owe on your credit cards, mortgage? This is all a financial literacy piece altogether. Like, it's in income. You usually want to take out 10 to 15 times your income on your death benefit. And you got to think, okay, how much, if you got a home, how much mortgage do I have left to pay on my home? Because I want to be able to sure if I pass, I'm not leaving no debt.
Right.
And then if I'm renting and I don't own, well, maybe, all right, let me think. If I plan on being a renter forever, okay, how much rent am I going to be paying in the next 30 years?
Right.
And so all this stuff is like, okay, education. Do you want your children to go to college? Do you want them to go to trade school? Do you want just to leave them money to invest or start a business? I mean, it's really, gotta you gotta think about all those things.
And
So
and
when
break
it
down what you
comes
want.
time,
well
Mhm.
if it was your son or daughter, what's the plan that you would be putting for since we know that it could be started from 2 weeks in of them being born.
Well, me personally, I would get an IUL or a hold on my child off top. And me personally, this is me personally, so I can't tell nobody what to do. This is not me swaying you in any direction. This is
Got
based
you.
off what Kerwin would do.
Right.
I would put that in there, let that thing continue to grow and continue. I wouldn't even let my child know that I had it on him, honestly, until maybe he's about 25.
Got you.
And then during that time, I'm teaching them how money works. All right. So you just don't go out buying this. All right. What's an asset? What's a liability? So we're going to continue to build and continue to build. And I always have one for myself. Like I got a whole, I got a term, I even got an annuity.
Got you.
So, and so me personally, I'm all about like whatever's next. I'm the giver. Like what you need, we got you. But at the same time, you gotta, show responsibility that you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll be putting about $100 each month in that policy, maybe two, and just really let it grow. IUL or a whole life. I forget it up.
Right. Now, is there anything that people can invest in now? Like, let's say, I heard you talk about it earlier, just in the instance that they get hurt or become ill and can no longer pay until that term or, until that investment. Like, is there some kind of short term, long term disability insurance or, something that they can use as kind of like a backbone, rather than just paying through a regular policy? How's that
Hmm.
all work?
That's the living benefits that I was talking about earlier.
Right.
That's where that comes into play. So critical chronic terminal illness, cancer, or I can't work for about 6 to 12 months. Those things that that sit people down, that
Right.
makes them lose income, or that some people can't afford those medical bills. They have that to pull from. But on the other side of that, there are also what they call riders. Those are things you can add to your policies. So they do have long-term riders with on some of these policies as well, to where that's a proponent of it.
Wow. Damn.
So it's like, man, it's so much you can do with life insurance. Like you can actually put your trust as the beneficiary of your life insurance policy.
Got you.
And so when it goes, it funds the trust or whatever that's connected to that. That's how the Rockefellers do it. Each generation, bam, fund the trust, bam, start a business, go make money, bam, you get that, million policy, bam. And they just keep turning it over, keep doing it over and over again.
Can you break down what is the difference between a life insurance policy, the will, and then the trust? Just one time for the one time. We only got like 15 more minutes, but
All right, so the trust basically avoids probate. That's the main thing that they like with the trust. And then it allows you to break down uh, what who's going to get what with your beneficiaries, and it also has some tax benefits too. But I'm not a CPA, so you have to go figure out that with a CPA or somebody who can actually speak on that.
right,
But then a will does the same thing, but it is you can go through probate with a will. So yeah, you can set it up, your beneficiaries, you can see who's gonna get what, but it doesn't avoid probate. And so again, probate is the court supervised process of settling a person's estate when they pass away.
mm,
So you can spend years in probate. So with the will, somebody can come contest your will, meaning that, oh, let's say you owe somebody and you die before that, they can come contest it. And then you'll be having to pay lawyer fees. So by the time you may get what you got in the will, everything is depleted based off what you owe them lawyers and all those fees
damn,
that come with the
damn.
probate process.
That's
But that's what you have to really get in tune with a lawyer and a CPA to really get in depth with that. I'm not neither or. Those are just the bare minimum basics.
right,
But we do provide on the third party, it's called legacy estate planning, to where like we got access to like digital trust. So every time you sit down with a lawyer, he gonna charge you.
right,
But if you had it in a digital form, all you would need is those paperworks, and you could upload them as a PDF.
right.
So, and you can have access. All right, that's that. And then also you gotta pay attention, because like certain people, if you get married, get divorced, but your ex-wife or a husband is still on the beneficiary, and then you haven't changed it,
Hey, Bob.
you letting your ex get all that. So you gotta keep up to date with what you got as well.
Wow.
So it's
How,
just
how much time I say we got left, Pop? Okay, yeah, we running out of time, man. But why you on the air right now, brother? Can you break down, like, if somebody wanted to sit down with you, they wanted to get with you? Can you break down your contact information and how they can reach you?
Mm.
yes. So you can contact me at 405-345-5040. So that's 405-345-5040. And if you text me, leave me your name so I can have a name, and then we can set up something. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go to kljfinancialsolutions.com/socials. So that's pretty much like the calendar, and it has the times that are available. And you can click on that, put your email, your name, and it'll come to me automatically. But preferably, I would want you to text so it because to set it up and be more personal. You
Gotcha.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
those or hit me up on Facebook,
I was about to
DM
say, yeah,
me,
you got a social media?
IG.
Like, yeah, man, tell them the social media spots, brother.
So with
You Durka
you
Durka
know,
famous now.
Kerwin James is Facebook off top, what we know.
Right.
And then for Instagram, it's K Samaj, James spelled backwards. K and then James spelled backwards, 04.
Samaj.
Samaj. All right, there it go,
And
man.
then we got what else we got? We got Instagram. Shoot, I'm trying to see what is Instagram. Shoot. All right. K dot legacy 2
There you
at
go.
TikTok, actually. TikTok is K dot legacy 2.
There you go, man. There you go, man. Once again, we got our brother Kerwin James on, man. He just broke down all the do's, the don'ts, the ins, the outs about life insurance policies, man. We're running out of time with our brother, man. What we want to, man, congratulate you for your success on everything that you have achieved so far, bro. And I know you got milestones to go, man, but we're really proud of you, bro, man. It's awesome to see you in this, this adult platform, bro, doing your damn thing, man, especially okay. Especially with everything that's going on in the world today, man, and man, I'm glad to see you doing you're grown up right now, bro. It's
Hey
amazing to
man,
see,
I
man.
appreciate it. I be checking y'all, man. I see it. I see you.
That's what's up.
Everybody doing something, man.
That's what it's about, man. Staying busy,
Everybody
man.
upward movement.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
We
Girl,
definitely,
Nick.
we definitely creating our own lanes out here, man. And we like Trey said, man. Proud of you for doing the work, the lane that you in, man. And because it's definitely a lane that a lot of us folks is needing and don't know that we need, man. To have somebody that we can definitely sit down and get personal with, that you ain't got to feel like somebody gonna be trying to take advantage of you or anything like that. As far as information, man, definitely y'all need to reach out to this brother, man. Definitely gonna give you some right information, and you're gonna be able to trust him, man. Y'all can take my word for it.
Straight up and down.
You know,
Appreciate y'all having me on.
Black Wall Street. It's how you used to
Yeah.
circulate your dollar.
Say what now, Pop?
I said it's Black Wall Street. It's how you used to circulate your dollar.
That's how you circulate your dollar right there, man.
Yeah.
Especially with it being this Midwest City Bummer alumni. We're gonna
Yeah.
most definitely gonna have to keep that dollar circulating. But once again, man, Kerwin, we appreciate you coming on the show, brother.
yeah, man.
You hear me, man?
All right.
I'm gonna be reaching out to you again. Man,
I'm definitely in, man.
yeah, most definitely, man. As soon as we got any more questions or anything like that, because I know we're gonna get some questionnaires off this video. Man, we're gonna hit you up again, bro. I ain't gonna be afraid
Yeah.
to jump in your inbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just say just that's cool though, because that could be something. That could be a learning process for both, all situations. So yeah, questions.
You already know.
Take
man.
them down, write it down, send them to me, and we can get them answered.
Yeah, we gonna go back and forth with this.
Because we work as a team around here. So hey, it's gonna get answered.
There you go, bro. Man, we appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
And
man.
man,
Alright.
you most definitely, man, keep on doing your thing, brother. We're gonna be watching.
It is a breath of fresh air, man, to me too, man, to see you and your grownness, man. After
You heard me?
we
Okay.
done been through a lot, man.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, boy.
You hear me? The strip on Sunday. You hear, I'm like, well, look at Kerwin over here doing this
We
damn
used to
thing.
roll around, man, in that motherfucking Maximum.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Boy, with the subs on the knocking. Boy.
Yeah.
I used to be in the back, boy, moving refrigerator. You know what I'm talking about?
That's
why
what's
we
up,
know,
man.
Already, man. We sure do appreciate you, though, bro.
Y'all make
Hey,
sure y'all hit
man,
this
blessings
brother
to
up on
y'all. Blessings to everybody that's watching. Holla at me.
You already know, man. Blessings to you as well, man. Keep doing your thing, man. We make sure we direct these folks your way, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Already, man.
All right, then, bro.
Yeah,
Anything
bro.
else you need from us, man, you know you can holler at us, man.
All right.
All right, brother.
See you later.
That was brother Kerwin James, man, live and direct on
Gonna
the
clap
Durka
it up
Durka
one more
podcast
time for
show,
him,
man.
man.
Brother was busy, fresh off a meeting, man, but he made time, man, to come over here and drop some gems and some jewels for us, man. And I really do appreciate it, man. I meant to reach out to him at the beginning of last week, man. But I had to reach out to him on Saturday. It was just too much going on, man. But he took time. He responded back like that, bam,
Yeah.
and was like, "Yeah, man, I got you, bro. I got a meeting today, but I'm scheduled on in, man. I sure do appreciate that, brother, man."
And that's just
It's
how it
real
worked
talk.
too, man. Much respect to him, man, for how he handling business out here, man.
Man, straight.
You
to
know,
him
you
up.
know how we is about that too, man.
Yep.
About people just being on their business. And before we even went on air, man, we was talking about black businesses and trying to, do frequent those people, man. Even knowing what they how they move out here.
Yeah, I mean, but like I say, man, it's just a breath of fresh air to see a brother just really on his square, man. Just if I don't got the answer for you, man, I got people that got the answer for you. You know what I mean? I got the contact information. We can sit down. We can schedule something, man. I just love to see it, man. I really do, man. Shout out to Daryl Hilliard, for showing me this light a long time ago. He was like, man, yeah, you most definitely want to get on your life insurance policy game.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I took it to heart since that day, and I have never let it slip. You know what I mean? I almost treat that shit like it's like, like I'm paying for a mortgage. You know what I'm saying?
When I was your age, I had a bunch of people tell me about it, but I didn't listen. So
Right.
there you go. You end up poor.
You end up bored, huh?
Man.
So go ahead and get on it while you're young. But damn, that's some good information to know that you could do it 2 weeks out the womb.
2 weeks out the womb.
That means you setting your child up for real greatness.
Man, I mean, for next to nothing, like that's just really wild because they a fresh newborn, you fresh out the womb, and you already got a whole life insurance term policy just built from the time they was 14 days on up, and like you say, man, the asset part of it is you can borrow out of that, and then put it back later on. So it's almost like you making yourself, like
More responsible.
more responsible, and making sure that you making those payments,
Yeah.
and making sure that you go on top of your business because man, this is something that you've been building since the day they was born, pretty much. I mean, man, I just think that that's amazing that our people is even tapping into this line of of work, man, because I love to be able to just go to somebody that I used to go to school with, man, and then they can set you up, especially for generational wealth. And, it's just like you still shooting the shit with them. But, I mean, this is something that's way, way more serious than just the average normal conversation. You talking about your children, setting them up for life pretty much, man. And I'm really glad that, I took the time to make sure that these policies was getting paid on time. I ain't never missed no damn payments. Like I say, I always remind my children, like if something does happen to me, man, just don't let me down. Just don't let me down, man. Don't be out here, man, going wild and, in the strip club going crazy or, saying anything like that, man. Just don't let me down, man.
You said, remember how I run this out
Gary,
here.
hey, you just watch it and remember everything that I was struggling to do to make sure that y'all had what y'all had, man.
Man, our parents tried to keep us on that with words of encouragement, and we was out there still trying to figure it out for ourselves in the world that was presented for us, man.
That's it. And then I always said that, it's one thing if you going about it throughout the world and then you didn't know any better. Now that you have tapped in and you have tuned in to the Durka Durka podcast show, you know about it.
You know it.
You know about it. There's no excuses. You've heard it before. This is something that you most definitely want to invest in. You ain't got no excuses no more. You heard it live and direct from the man himself. You need to be putting up this bread for these babies, man. Straight up.
Well, now that I'm 65 and fixing to die in a couple of days,
I'll be doing this wrong over here
that's
with
where
these
people
words.
fuck up at. You don't listen. You got all the time in the world, and you put it off. You need that $30, that $50, that $100. You need it, and you just put your shit off. But it's an investment for the future. And what you don't want to do is have to do a GoFundMe to bury somebody.
Man, you see it all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's because nobody's taking that $25 when they 2 weeks old
Right.
and saying, "Give me a thing," and
Right.
making sure you pay on it. I mean, you don't have to get $1 million policy.
Right. Right.
You can
Right.
get $100,000 policy.
$100,000 policy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll cost you like $5-10. And I know all of this now, but I did. I knew it back then. My mother had an insurance guy, and he would talk to me all the time, Mr. McCraven, and he would talk to me all the time, and just didn't listen. I needed that.
What was it? What was like the main turnoff for you whenever he was?
I
bringing
needed
it up?
money. I'm
He was like-
poor. I
he
got
was
4
like-
babies.
He was like, shit, I need that
I
extra.
need that $10, baby. I ain't gotta give me paying on some shit for in the future. I need that $10.
Well,
I
then,
got something on my job.
but now it's a little different, right?
Right. No.
You
It's
still
the
need that
same.
10?
It's the same for everybody. That's why you see so many GoFundMe's when people die. And people have good jobs and have to do a GoFundMe because all they got is a life insurance policy on themselves. They don't have one on their kids. Their kids ain't got no job, or their job don't have a life insurance policy.
Right.
And
I
all
got
that
one
kind
through
of
my
shit.
job.
You got it's people need to start, especially black people need to start looking at it as a part of living.
Right. And it's also a big safety blanket. Like I always remind myself, like especially when I'm doing something crazy at work and I'm on a ladder, I always just remind myself, like, well, man, if anything does happen, like, man, my children they're gonna see more money than I ever could see in my lifetime. Cause I got one that, I got 3 on all of them. I got 1 on myself. And then I'm also have a life insurance policy set up through my union, through my job too. So it's like, man, they're gonna be loaded, if anything ever happens to me. You know what I mean? So it's just a good security
Not gonna
blanket.
be loaded, but
I mean, they got something to fall, but they're gonna see more money than I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen that kind of cash in my lifetime. So it's like, please don't go out there and just blow that shit. I ain't saying they're gonna be out there on some Paris Hilton shit, but they got, a nice chunk of change set to the side if anything were to happen to me. And, I've been paying on it since they was itty bitty, and they, about to be in their high school years now. So it's pretty fucking cool, man, to see. And I'm kind of glad.
Well, that's a part of black culture that needs to be destroyed. Is that when you got some money that you need all that shit.
Right.
They need to destroy that.
You talking about things,
things.
toys,
Materialism.
Now that Trump is doing his tariff thing, all these Japanese people, Chinese people are putting out all these videos now where China has made it okay for them in China to rip off all those designs. And, of course, they design everything.
Right.
So they know all the secrets. And homie's on here breaking down a Birkin bag that I think he said they charged $30,000 for. And he says, buy them directly from House of China. And you can get it for this much. And he says, we use all the material that they use to make the Birkin bag. I make it, and it's $1,500. You buy, but he says, what you're paying for when you pay that $30,000 or how much a Birkin bag is for the label that says Birkin. But I'm using.
Yeah, so now Birkin and all that ain't about to be feeling the pain.
I use the same leather. I use the same thread. I use the same zippers. I use the same insides. I use the same everything, and it's $1,500.
Boy, about to hit him over the head now. That's what y'all wanted.
Yeah,
What y'all paid for.
yeah.
But that was something that was really impressive about my cousin Tom. Whenever he passed was they brought that up at the funeral too, man. He just he had that life insurance policy in order, man, and made sure that he had his affairs in order, and for a young man to be able to have that kind of weight behind him, especially when something untimely like this happens, man, it's a big blessing. So like I said at the beginning of the show, it's not gangster, for all this other shit that y'all doing, man, but it is very impressive, and that is the thing to do, is setting your babies up for life, setting your family up for life, making sure they ain't having to go get no damn GoFundMe, man, to bury you, especially you out here playing crazy in the street. This is what you should be aiming for, man, is making sure you got your affairs and got all your ducks in a row.
Man, Eva Knievel out here, huh?
You hear me, man? They out here, man, doing all kinds of crazy ass shit, man.
Racing down the streets and shit.
Yeah, racing down the streets, man. They out here shooting at each other, man. They out here, Like I say, man, they out here bringing the gangbang culture, you know what I'm saying, to its height again. You know, they talking about it's about to be a crazy ass summer, so
Oh, it's gonna be a crazy summer.
I don't understand,
Yeah, we say
how we
that every
how we
year.
reverting back to some bullshit.
We
And
say
we're
this
not
every
progressing.
year. It's gonna be a
I meant
crazy
it this
summer.
year because the first time they ship off one of these foods to El Salvador, yeah.
They don't think that it's a possibility. They don't think that this shit really gonna happen.
When you wake up in El Salvador talking about that, you can't do that to me.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, they trying to work that shit out for you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they trying to work that shit out for you right now.
Yeah.
And they calling this damn prison hell on earth. I mean, basically, man, you just in an open cage all day long and 23 hours a day. And you in there with like 50.
No, you ain't gonna be in the cage.
50,
You gonna be in the field.
fields getting it.
You gonna be in the field picking that cotton.
Yeah.
You gonna be in the field, baby, 12 hours a day. Get up at 6 and go to bed at 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, man, they got leaders of MS-13 in there breaking down. So I don't know
Yeah.
what your little ass think you gonna do.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was most definitely, man, some good knowledge been passed around. There's different routes you can take, man. There's different routes you can take, man. You ain't gotta take this.
It's funny that y'all have y'all's on Morris McRaven. I had mine.
Morris McRae. What you doing?
Yeah, that was
That's what he said. He said that the insurance dude's
that was
name
the
was.
family insurance guy, Morris McRaven.
We got our own. Huh?
Yeah.
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 I mean, shit.
Greg. Huh?
And shout out to my partner AK. You know, AK. That's moms went to school with his dad, and they all jumped into the insurance game too, man.
Okay, cool.
So like I say, it's a lot of people out here tapping into, that side of the field, and man, I sure do appreciate it, man, because they showing different routes to different people. And I'm just glad that we're able to have this platform and been able to spread this knowledge like we're being able to spread this knowledge, man. I just hope somebody out there take heed to it.
Man, I hope it's helping y'all in some way, man. We do this for a reason. We always saying it's for y'all, man. So it's up for y'all to do your thing and go ahead and put your notes together so you'll know what the hell you need later on.
Yeah, because like I said, I hope they out here like Mr. Double is over here, man. Double over here, he's soaking this shit up right now, man. What you think, Double?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah. See, man, inspiration comes from everything. Pac said he will be the voice to spark some mind, just like all y'all is a voice to spark these minds out here to keep on going and creating and doing what you need to do to keep us to going further as a culture, generation. Want to say a race.
I was almost thinking about something like that, man. I ain't got all the ins and outs and everything worked out yet, but right now I've been paying like $40 a month for some bullshit, and it's getting ready to come to an end. And I was like, man, I ain't even really missed that $40. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, man, I could start investing $40 into basically like a collection of people to want to invest whatever they want to invest. But basically, it's like a big investment pool. And everybody can start pitching in ideas, almost like a business pitch. This is our mission statement, this is our vision statement, and then we can kind of like use AI now, now that that's a thing, and kind of throw it into the mix, and then let people vote on what our next investment should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, man, that's a great investment. And then everybody that has been investing into this investment pool can vote on who's gonna be the next one to get past the the funds to start this investment. And we can do the whole legality thing, and kind of like let people maneuver through it, and we all kind of work as a collective, man, and we can start knocking some shit out, like like grocery stores and things of that nature, man. We just start really investing in our own. I'm gonna start really like tapping into that, man, as soon as I get this shit knocked out the way real quick, man. But $40, man, I mean, just from one person, don't seem like a lot, but man, when you got like 200, 100,000 people, man, throwing in $20, $5 a month, man.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot of money.
That's a good little old payout.
It can go a long way, I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. And it's just like for those that just, you go blow, $30, $40, for on meals every day.
And I had
You
a
know what I
weekend,
mean?
boy. I already know what y'all talking about, boy.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, they go to the bar and they go by the bar and they spending hundreds and 200s.
Yeah.
I mean, what's $20 a month? You know what I mean? Or $50 a month. I mean, what is that? You know what I mean? And you blow it every other day.
Yeah.
And just to watch this investment pool get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the next thing you know, you're sitting on $1 million, and then shit, like somebody's got the wise idea. Yeah, man, I want to start this. This is my vision statement. This is my mission statement. This is what I intend to do for our communities. Man, shit, what's it gonna hurt for us to just vote on that and be like, yeah, man, throw this brother the funds they need to get that shit knocked out, and then watch it flourish, and then he'll be able to take that money and then throw it back into the pool, and then we watching this black dollar circulate over and over and over again. Really building funds, man. I don't know what to call it yet, but I was thinking about that shit the other day. Like, man, I'm about to start working on that and start putting the pieces of the puzzle together, man. It's been another great show, man. We're coming up on the last minute. Like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all get on over, man. We still need subscribers. Say this every week.
All the time.
We say this every week. We got that. I don't keep on saying it. Still need subscribers.
Yep.
Still need subscribers.
Yep.
So
Okay, so Mr. Mitchell, you got any new songs this week?
I don't have nothing but what I had from my cousin from last week.
Okay.
I mean, from the week before. He was supposed to be sending me some more stuff. I'm still waiting on that. But like I be telling all the other artists, man.
Yeah, why don't they send in something?
Hey, man, I guess they don't look at this as one nigga saying one, too. But like I try to tell them, man, it's a platform, man. It's a platform for at least
I mean, you get views on Facebook. You're not getting a whole bunch on YouTube, but you get some.
Get views on Big O, for sure.
Yeah. You get a lot on Facebook.
Yeah, so it's up to y'all to send y'all content in to me. You can always do it at Daryl Mitchell on my messenger. You can go to the email. That's DM Creations on my side. DMCreations63@gmail.com, or you can do it at the Durka Durka podcast at gmail.com. Either way, man, we always leave the door open for y'all, man, and to create with us so we can create with y'all. You know.
If you got a business, I'm gonna start an email address. If you got a business, you just shoot me your email, your business info. I'm gonna get an email address. I'll start it for next week, and then you can just shoot me, and then I'll advertise it on our YouTube.
There y'all go, Mo.
it almost sound like the Black Hat list that you had.
Mo free advertisement for y'all.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then we'll see just how bad.
You don't remember the Black Hat list that we had going? We had the Black Hat list
the
going.
Black Hat.
Yeah.
And we had a Black Hat list going, and it was basically
It's
the same
still
thing.
people on there.
Right.
I go in there every now and then and look around. There's still people posting in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to start just going ahead and jump back in there and start doing my
There's
thing.
still
again.
people posting it. It's running on its own.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting on to see what this music scene is looking like with everybody moving around and doing their own thing, kind of.
Okay.
You know, we never know what this scene is looking like around here, man. It had a spark for a sec, you know, but
Too busy gang banging right now, man.
there's a lot of banging on wax.
That's what
Banging off wax.
next week we'll have a business Durka Durka business email, and they can just email it, and I'll check it and post it.
Damn.
Just post it on YouTube.
Yeah, matter of fact, man, I would take it even one step further. From that list of what he's talking about, I'll start blasting that shit up in the back, too. So you can get your free advertising right here, man. Man, doors wide open. We ain't never shut no doors on nobody, man. We really fucks with everybody, even if y'all don't mess with us.
You heard me?
You know what I'm saying? The door's open. Man, we just, start putting our brains together, man, and start really.
Yeah, I was gonna make
getting
some
this shit.
new videos for that.
Right.
I got some stuff I could probably send in too, but my bad that we can put on there.
Right. Because Pop don't like all the bunnies on there anyway. So.
Yeah, man, he said.
Well,
He said it's always Christmas around here.
it's just a little weird.
Man.
It's probably some kid somewhere going on YouTube going,
That's me.
Is that mommy?
Who is that black guy? As you can see, none of us put that up there for our evidence, though.
Yep, and then we get back on there. Damn Marvin.
Damn Marvin. Marvin got all the pink slips. This thing, man. He did a lot of races, man. Won a lot of pink slips.
That damn Marvin. Marvin.
Hey, man. Shout out to our number one ghost watcher, man. She hit me up last week and said, why we didn't do the podcast?
Oh, there you go. Somebody watch.
You can't say who the ghost watcher is, no?
She said she ain't no ghost watcher, but
Who is she?
we had called out on the show before that.
You just saying you ain't. I thought we was the year of keeping it real.
he like I don't want to play no guessing game.
Yeah, I thought it was the year of keeping it real.
Man, who said I don't want to play no guessing game,
I thought it was the year of keeping it real. You know, it ain't no malt liquor.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man.
Still ain't gonna let it fly.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man.
I'll let you live, man. I ain't gonna keep
What other country? Oh, no. She ain't came back in here. That was off Big Go. Yeah, shout out to Big Go. We got.
But if she watching this, man, phone home. Make sure you still alive.
Yeah, if you still watching this from what was that, from Asia?
Yeah.
Asia, she said she was.
Yeah, she done built up some confidence talking to your ass. And she's
Hey,
like,
man.
I had enough.
Yeah, man.
He's like, I'm about to silence this shit.
Make sure you hit us back on. That ain't right, man. Make sure you hit us back up, man. We wanna know how you doing, man.
Yeah, man. Phone home.
Phone home. We just
Blink
wanna,
twice.
we just want to make sure your well-being is there. We don't have to call them folks for you.
Hey, man, nod your head, yes.
Across the waters. But
Send a smoke signal.
y'all make sure y'all go to that YouTube Durka Durka podcast, man. Like, subscribe. Like he said, we need them. Big O Live, we always in here, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for being them number ones in my book, man. That's DDC4L, and that's Dirty D85. Get at us on Instagram. That's that DM Creations 63 right there. Where's just DM Creations? That's my email. DMCreations63@gmail.com.
Yeah, they can email them too.
Yeah, it's all the way around, man. It's everything connected around here, man. We just trying to get y'all to tap in. But shout out to the Ghost Watchers. Shout out to the people.
Big booty pictures all the time.
Yeah.
I was blasting out my.
I have to close my eyes every time I go on Durrell's page.
He said, "Oh, my virgin eyes."
Shout out to all the women that's working on your body.
Shit. Oh, my sweet virgin eyes.
Health is wealth around here, man. Health is wealth. Make sure y'all at least getting one push-up in a day.
Man, you don't want to tell what we was talking about earlier?
See, here he go. Here he go. See how he be trying to do it? You know, talking about earlier.
Just fucking with you, man.
See, man, I already had dropped the gems, man, for them to go ahead.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
You want to bring it home here? Bring it home,
man. It's a good topic, man. It's a good topic.
Hell no, it ain't, man. It's that topic. Man. It's that topic that's gonna leave me out. It's gonna be like, oh, so you don't, you don't want none of this.
Don't be like that, man.
Hey, man.
Good topic, man.
Hey, man.
You know.
Like I said, shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all is, man.
Also, shout out to Queen Ella, man, for holding us down, man, like she always do.
As always, man.
Shout out to Queen Ella for holding us down like she do it always. Man, we got to blast it up in the back, man.
She ain't came back to the show.
I don't know why she ain't came back to. Why come she ain't came back to the show? Get to the.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh man.
That's how I feel about him right now, y'all. Shout out to Queen Ella, man, for doing her thing as always, man. Y'all can see it's always been advertised, man.
That's it.
We does our thing over here. If you want to be advertised too, send it in, man. I told you. We have no problem with promoting for ours around here.
But it's gonna take some help from you.
Most
know.
definitely.
And you got to be able to step in just like we'll step in. We just need you to really just send it to us, then we'll take it from there.
I mean, damn.
So that's all we need from y'all, man. As you see, it was sent to us, and it's been blasted ever since, man. That's all it takes, man. She watch our back, we watch our back.
That's it.
It's same thing go for y'all. Shout out to G, shout out to SK, shout out to DDB, shout out to motherfucking Moneyway Trey, shout out to all y'all. We always giving y'all your props, man. We play we play Mary Marie on the show, Queen Caution, L Peasy.
I know, man. When when one of them go big time, man, y'all got a wealth of material.
Shit, they gonna say, well, who the hell is this? Why you playing my music?
Yeah. They be like, who is these folks? They gonna do us like Jamario.
Yeah. Oh man, come on.
They be like, who is these niggas?
I think y'all got what 150 on video.
They gonna be like,
Come
think
on
you
now.
better call
Come on,
Jamal.
Come on now. Yeah, bro.
Y'all gonna get bought out by one of these Tubi stations.
That's all right. Come by us
All
out,
right,
man.
come on, come
Just
by us
gonna
out.
get
Come by us
free
out.
content.
We're gonna start Durka Durka podcast 2.0.
2.0, man.
It's gonna be on Tubi.
And we gonna talk about everything that they other than what they want to talk about. But y'all got it from there. Y'all make sure y'all tap in next week, man. I think we're gonna be here, man. We've been black a couple of Sundays, man. Sometimes we want to be.
All we did was
What?
miss one Sunday.
Y'all
last
could
week.
have ran the show. I told you to. I was just up in.
We
the
can't
other
run this
side of
without
Ebb.
you, man. We can't run this without you, man.
Yeah,
It's hard.
what happened was
Yeah.
my mama was trying to drive my truck,
Mhm,
and her little legs can't reach the pedal.
mhm.
Well, no, as it turns out, when she got her black ass up there, because when she was getting ready to leave, she like, oh, there'll be somebody there to help me unload.
Yeah, she
Wasn't nobody there.
she was borrowing my truck, and she was trying to do too damn much. Had too
Yeah.
much dip on the chip,
Hell yeah,
Dip on the
damn-
chip.
and
They
pop
damn near-
pop came out there and helped her. So
They damn near killed my ass, boy. It's like some slavery shit.
all I know is I got in the house. I came back and seen him.
Pop had it.
Slavery shit.
Hey,
Yeah, that look in his eye.
I asked my mama, said, "Who done hauled off and whooped your ass?"
Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, motherfuckers get me up there and I'm putting out plates and putting the things on the plates and Angie come by me and tell me, you didn't straighten those up. I was like, what the fuck?
He said, I put him out, God damn it.
Woo.
I ain't even supposed to be here.
Hey now, y'all quit taking advantage of my mama's sweetheart like that now.
We love you, mama.
Yeah, she talking about
My
get
mama,
it.
y'all there.
Plates ain't straight on the table.
Nah. Hey, y'all trying to get some
It was-
flavor out of
It
it.
was a young lady up there doing the balloons. I have to get her name and blast her name out. She did a good job on
What
it.
event was it that y'all did? What is this
It was
called?
a baby shower.
A baby shower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baby
my,
shoe
For a
my
young
mama,
couple.
my mama decorates, so she does decorations.
Oh, she laid it out,
And,
man.
yeah, man, she doing her thing right
Yeah,
now, man.
Yeah, I'll get to some of the pictures and give to you. She laid this shit out. It was
Yeah.
nice looking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to the fam. They
Yeah.
doing their damn thing right now, man.
Them
My sister
people-
out there in California, she doing balloons.
Hold on.
Shout out to Jovial Events, man. They big out there, bro.
Yeah.
They
I don't
doing
know
their thing.
why people are so into those balloons. I mean,
I didn't even know it was the whole thing behind
Yeah.
balloons like that until they got into business. But I mean, God bless it.
yeah.
It's a bunch of people out here that's doing balloons too. Shout out to Carmen, the balloon boss. She out there doing her thing too. But yeah, man, it's a big business. I
Big
had
business.
no idea that it was as big as it is. But yeah, man, people out there getting to the baggage.
Baggage claim.
Yeah, y'all be on the lookout for them Durka Durka inflatables later on in the year too. Shit.
You hear me, man? We coming with some. We coming with some
with
flavor
some
here in a
shit.
minute,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Said the time is almost here, man.
Yeah, man. Don't
I
sleep
had
on
already
it.
been saving, man.
Don't sleep on it.
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about?
So we about to invest.
Yeah, I told you that $40 a month about to come.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
motherfucker about to go hang right to the pot.
I already been putting it up, man.
You know what I'm
Let's
talking
go, man. I'm gonna open up another one though. Like, ugh.
You know what I'm talking
Uh,
about? But yeah, man, we'll be back next week, man. Shit.
same time, same back
bullshit.
channel.
I'm tell y'all be careful out there in the streets. Daryl's got the truck running again.
I'm running you home.
Y'all be careful.
Hey, he said, I see you out there with the truck. He said, you country pimping.
Hell yeah. He said, I want to come over here and barbecue slap some.
Y'all be careful out there.
A lot of people know me in that.
There got the truck running.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Don't be afraid, man. I'm coming through, though, like Unc used to say.
Oh, shit.
But y'all make sure y'all tap in next week, man. If y'all ain't got nothing else,
That's it.
it's your boy Dirty.
It's your boy Trey.
And we is out.
Shoot.
B brothers, what's up? F gang, what's up? Boss gang, what's up? West Coast, what's up? And here we go. I got all the number ones pissed off at this, so I'll take a number two, cause I know I'm the shit. Hit them with a throwback that they couldn't forget. On repeat,